Welcome back to Henry's Garage. In this episode we're working on the white TR7. To be honest, it's more of an update than about what I've been working on whilst I'm trying to waiting on bits for the engine rebuild, particularly pallets for the camshaft, and I have found a way to move forward with that, so we'll see that later. I'm just waiting for parts to arrive. In the meantime, we work on some other bits and pieces. Like, subscribe, comment, and see you all again another time. Okay, so I'm making progress with the tappets, but with the pallets, but they're on order, and I haven't got a complete video on it, so I'm going to wait for that. And in the meantime, I've been doing some work cleaning off and painting both the wheel rim insides. I put the brake calipers on, and the steering rack is all back on, and new tie rods, and that's all. Doesn't have brake pads in there at the moment, but it's all connected up. Needs new brake lines. And then I decided that I would do a bit of tidying under the car, and so it's been wire wheeled to the back of the floor pan, and then painted on both sides. In the middle, it's been wire wheeled through the transmission tunnel and back as far as the prop shaft, and then painted. And I've done the same on the other side. And I've also gone through the engine bay and painted that up, which is still a bit wet. So I've done that to really, in most places the metal's pretty good. There are one or two bits where we need to deal with rust though, and I had rust converter over everything, and I've been just now working through painting that up. Because the outside will be done differently, but the inside I'm going to do like that. So in terms of patches, we're going to have to do some welding on this car, more than I'd originally hoped. But as I look at it, this is quite rotten, so we're going to need a new front wing quarter. We're going to need to fix this door panel here. Okay, but that's about, and then at the back here we're going to need to fix this, which has a big hole, so we'll get replacement panel for that. We'll fix the door. Up at the front here, I think we'll try to just weld a piece in here, or maybe not. We might have to get a wheel arch for here. Maybe I should assume I will. On the other side, again, we've got a small patch here. This wheel arch absolutely needs doing, replacing, as you can see along here. You can't see because of the light, but there's a great big hole within the panel here, and there's a few bits behind where the fuses are, which need welding. You can see more of this panel needing, and this front panel needs doing, and a bit here on the sill. But the back of this side, I think, is, if I recall, is better. Yeah. So now I haven't looked at the back yet as to what needs doing, but I've been looking on the inside as well, and you know, on this the fitch and all of that actually looks pretty good still, so I think we'll be able to get away. You know, I want to get this into a car that's a runner and I can use, and then maybe continue working on it. So that's what I'm planning to do, and that'll be a future job. And the other thing I've been doing is I have been cleaning that transmission, and we'll see the video of that now. Okay, that's certainly an improvement, but we need to get a bit more off. So we're going to use some gunk. Please note how rusted this tin can is. Give you some idea of its age. But see no reason why it shouldn't still work. So we'll do that next. Okay, so I gave that another good soak in gunk and another clean, and we can still see discoloration down here. Oh, and we can see where I've missed it up here. But I think we're gonna go with this as is. We'll try to dry it off. We don't have an air dryer or anything, you know, a spray compressor to dry it here, so we'll just try to get it a bit dry. And call that good. I'm not going to bother, I'm not planning to take the transmission apart, the gearbox apart. Why I have the confidence that it will work, I don't know, but we'll drain the oil out of it, put in new oil, and have that ready to go back on the engine as is. Okay, so having cleaned it, we're just finishing off by draining the oil from the transmission. I don't know, maybe this could have got a lot cleaner, but I'm pretty happy with how it is. Anyway, draining the oil, which, you know, doesn't actually look too bad if you look at that. It's not completely black, that's got some golden colour to it. But the plug, look at the metal on there. So I'm now wondering if maybe I actually need to open it up and see what's missing. I really don't fancy it though. So I think, well, I certainly won't be doing it on this visit, so I might see what people say about whether or not they think it needs doing. Let me know. Okay, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was more of an update about how things are going and what we're doing, rather than continuing with that engine rebuild, but we will get back to that hopefully tomorrow, but it might be a bit longer than that, and yeah, so you know, things are coming together. It's getting tidied up underneath, even if not perfect, and we're beginning to see what welding needs doing. And the thing that I forgot to mention on that welding is actually on the passenger side, on the driver's side, the floor pan, the whole way along the sill needs a repair patch, and at the front. And on the passenger side, there's some floor pan that needs repairing as well, but not at the back, it's all at the front. So not as big a deal, and not a full floor pan replacement. So we'll have to look at how we're going to do those patches, but that's future episode. So keep enjoying your cars, and we'll see you in the next episode.